This is the Rangers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Wow, that was fun, wasn't it? Woo! Just another Tuesday night for your Texas Rangers, who jumped out to the insurmountable 4-0 lead. They blew that 4-0 lead, then fell behind 5-4, rallied to tie it 5-5 before winning it in 10 innings, 6-5, with some much needed and much appreciated help from replay as well, who got the call right, and they did the right thing. I don't know about you, but blowing a 4-0 lead, I think a loss tonight may not have been the knockout blow, but pretty close. I mean, it would have felt like, this may not be the season. This may be a wrap. But let's now see what this team can do with a win, because tonight was not just a win, or not any win. I mean, this was a win with a little fight, a little passion, and more importantly, a little heart, something that we've been kind of looking for a little while now. And I thought the Rangers showed a little something. And I have to say, we've been talking about guys doing it internally, right? And we've also talked about maybe needing some kind of a spark from the outside, right? Well, I mean, you got a guy in Sam Haggerty that was new to the club this year and was really kind of, put on the back burner and was forced to play a little bit out of necessity. And to his credit, he's making the most of his opportunity. And, I've been saying now for a few weeks, man, let this guy stay in there. Let this guy have a little bit of run. And I'm thinking with what he did tonight and 3 stolen bases, this team needs a spark. This team needs energy. This team needs small ball. This team needs to find a way to put pressure on other teams. And, right now he's kind of the guy that's doing it, along with Corey Seager. So hopefully, maybe this will kind of get to Bruce. Hey, you know what? I need to keep this guy in the lineup for a little bit and let him play. So we'll see. But hey, bottom line is the Rangers won tonight 6-5 in 10 innings. And I am happy to say, here we go.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right. Well, I know a lot of you are already on deck waiting to get in via the RCC, the Rangers comment crew. We're going to get to you in just a minute. I'm not going to rehash the entire game, but man, for a day that started as a tough day with the Cody Bradford news. Cody Bradford is going to undergo season-ending surgery, ending his comeback. He was set to throw a bullpen this weekend, and then he got sick. But the thought was, he was pretty close to being able to get ready for his rehab assignment. And to have that news when it broke this afternoon was, whoa, like, man, where did that come from? What a bummer that was. But hey, for the Rangers, look, we knew that Jacob Latz was going to start. We didn't know how long he would go, or, how many innings, or what it would be like. And man, give it up to Jacob Latz. I mean, the guy took a no-hitter into the 7th inning. And I know the Orioles have struggled with left-handers, but I mean, Jacob still had to go out there and execute, and ended up charged with 2 runs on 1 hit with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. But he threw 88 pitches, again, took that shutout into the 8th inning, and into the 7th inning. And I mean, he was great. I mean, I was really, really happy for him. he's got the tools there. I think he just needs a little confidence, kind of like Sean Armstrong. Just needs to kind of, get comfortable, get better, improve, get some confidence. But man, what a boost. And it looks like, he's going to be in there now for a little bit, and that will help the bullpen for sure. And we'll see about Nathan Eavaldi when either he'll be back tomorrow or Friday, I think. We'll see. But anyway, enough of that. What a game, though. I mean, for the Rangers to jump out to that 4-0 lead, you're thinking, okay, they've got Charlie Morton on the ropes. They're going to keep scoring. Didn't work out that way. And Chris Martin, I mean, after that Martin meltdown, I mean, that was unbelievable. Not one, not two, but 3 consecutive home runs. Had given up one all season, had never given up back-to-back home runs in a game before. And I know Bruce likes him, but I think, trying to work this guy 3 out of 4 days, and I mean, they got to figure something out where, if he pitches a game, you give him a day off. I mean, the guy just can't handle the workload, and that's not a criticism. Just with the shoulder issue and where he's at in his career, they need to do that. They need to, be careful with him, or they're going to end up losing him. But man, 4-4 tie, then 5-4, and you're thinking, oh man, here we go. And you're looking at the drain, and you're watching, the season slip away. And then in the top of the 8th, I mean, I called that inning the Sam Haggerty show. I mean, leadoff hit to right field, stole second base after. Second base, third base, and then he scored on the sac fly. I mean, that was huge. The 9th inning was a bummer when Seager got the leadoff hit and didn't score. Haggerty got the walk in the 8th. But then in the top of the 10th, man, Evan Carter, the zombie runner, right? I hate that rule. We've already gone over that, but it is what it is. Wild pitch. Haggerty hit the chopper. Carter was ruled out, and then replay overturned it. And, you go back to that 3rd inning when the Rangers scored, the 4th inning when they scored 3 runs. I mean, Sanchez had the Orioles had a couple of really bad plays at the plate. And we've been talking about this a lot lately of just how many bad plays there are in baseball. But that's the Orioles issue. Good for the Rangers, good heart, good fight. Again, props to Sam Haggerty, Evan Carter, getting that slide, getting in there, knowing what he was doing, knowing what he had to do to try to get there in a hurry. Just props across the board. And, this was a big win. I mean, we've seen the Rangers win some games, but we haven't seen a lot of, comebacks like this for sure. And we haven't seen a lot of, emotional passion, fight back, no, we're not going to lose kind of wins and performances. This was a gritty one, and they needed it. And hopefully, maybe this will be what kind of gets this team going. We'll see. But bottom line is they won the game, and they have a chance to win the series tomorrow. All right, we're going to take our time out. When we come back, want to hear from you via the comment crew, the RCC, the Rangers comment crew. That is coming up next. This is the Rangers POSTCAST. All right, guys, you've probably heard of Viagra and Cialis before, right? Maybe you've even tried them, but if you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, it's time to meet Rougiette Ready. Rougiette Ready is a next-gen prescription treatment designed to amplify arousal in the brain and boost blood flow. Now, unlike the usual pills that can take hours, Rougiate's 3-in-1 formula dissolves under your tongue and kicks in fast. On average, in 15 minutes. Effects can last up to 36 hours, so you can stay confident and in control when the moment is right. If traditional options haven't worked, Rougiate might be the answer. Over 150,000 men have already made the switch. And you can even read real customer reviews on their site. It's helping a lot of people feel more confident and present in the moment. Head to rougiette.com/LockedOnMLB and use code LockedOnMLB to get 15% off today. That's Rougiette, RUGIET.com/LockedOnMLB and use promo code LockedOnMLB for 15% off. Individual results may vary with prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. Please visit the Rougiette website for full safety information. And if you ever wish managing your money felt easier, with Monarch Money, you can. Whether you're growing your savings or planning a big purchase, Monarch puts you in the driver's seat. It's like having your own personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is more than a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, your investments, and spending in one place. So in addition to managing your money, you are also building wealth. All right. And, the cool thing is it has everything that you need in one app, and it really does make it easier to manage your money day to day. So take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LockedOnMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LockedOnMLB for half off your first year. All right, we are back. Rangers outlast the Orioles in 10 innings, 6-5. Want to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. Alf is going to lead us off. Alf says, guess C. Martin didn't think he had enough home runs allowed. Yeah, he made up for it tonight. BB says the Rangers actually showed real fight back. Yeah, no doubt. Texas Hobbybin says, what a game. Gritty grit right there. So many highlights in this one. Yeah. Alf, you know what? We're going to, I got your question there about the numbers and things today and exit velocity. We'll save that one for a different game because we got a lot of people on this one, but I appreciate the question and look forward to answering. But thank you for getting in there. BB says, I hate to say this, but honestly, this was a dream game for an O's and Rangers fan. Yeah, I mean, they came back and they were tied and the Rangers took the lead. And so Jason Arias says, hope you're doing well. Did you by chance see that Garcia has an 80% chance of being traded? Are you on board with that? Jason, I have that list. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Hang in there. Isaac Harlan says, wow, so glad they fought back. Other fight back after 3 in a row home runs, which Martin gave up. That would have been a bummer to lose that game because of that. Wow, what a game. Way more interesting than yesterday's. Yeah, absolutely. Jason says, do you buy this notion that there is something wrong with the baseball? Apparently all over the league, balls are having trouble leaving the yard. Jason, we asked Bob Nightingale about that. And no, I don't think that answer is correct. I know there are some statistics right now that are showing that the ball is not leaving like it has done in the past. But with that said, I mean, I'll go to the Cal Raleigh card. I mean, look at the guy, all the home runs he's hitting. So just a matter of better hitters, better teams are hitting home runs and scoring runs. It just I'm not trying to dismiss. I would hope there's nothing wrong with the baseball, but I think more than anything, guys are just struggling. I don't know. Maybe they'll have maybe they want it kind of low right now, and then they'll have different balls for the second half of the season. We'll see. But I mean, with the warmer weather, in all seriousness, we should be seeing some more home runs here anytime now. Andrew Valdez says Haggerty single-handedly refused to lose. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. That was that's the baseball that I love and I enjoy. The hustle, the heart, like you said, Andrew, refusing to lose, the grit that Texas Hobbyman said. Look, man, this is their season. I mean, look, nobody's going to feel sorry for them. Nobody, Chris Young may or may not make a move. We'll see. But the bottom line is the guys that are on the team right now, this is their legacy. This is their games. And so they need to play better and make the most of their opportunities and find a way to hit buttons, find a way to hit, find a way to win games. Alf, I'm reading your comments about hitting the button. Thank you, Alf. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, BB says next step is hitting home runs. Yep, no doubt. They have been told to play small ball. Well, I think they've been told to not just play small ball, but okay, they've been told to not just swing for the fences. They've been told to try to have good at bats. And when you have a runner at second base with nobody out, make sure you don't waste the out. Get him over to third, whatever you have to do. I mean, these guys have been hitting at an elite level since they were kids. So, I mean, they know how to work a bat. And so with the pitching as a whole, as bad as it is today in Major League Baseball, I mean, they should be able to do those little things. And I think we've seen more of that over the last couple of weeks. Noah says, is it just me, or does this team look mentally exhausted? They look like they can't sleep at night. They need to just breathe and play baseball. Yeah, well, I'm hoping I'm with you. I think, the pressure and just the failure combined has taken a toll. I mean, they have been fighting and working and scratching and clawing and have not been able to get out of the hole. And yeah, I think they are tired, but certainly a win like tonight has to give them a boost and has to give them, a little bit of joy and a little bit of a reminder that, if you play hard and everybody does their part, they can win, and they're not that bad. I know the Orioles aren't great, so I'm not getting carried away. I'll say this now. I mean, I think this weekend series coming up with the Mariners, I don't like to put a lot of eggs in one basket, but I think this is that series coming up this weekend is going to be a great test in many ways. Jason says, respect that they told you 20 minutes. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you saying that very much, sincerely. I mean that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Texas Hobbyman says Haggerty has been great. Sam's Lab Boxing says not sure what's up, but the like button is missing. Oh no, that's not good. We don't like that. Ragamuffinable says, tell me if Haggerty is such a great player, why has he been bounced around from several teams? I'm with you. I'm not saying he's going to be the MVP. I'm not saying he's going to be in the lineup a month from now. All I'm saying is he's been pretty hot over the last month. And all I'm saying is, ride the wave. Let him stay in there while he's hot. Sometimes, in baseball, it takes some guys longer to get it figured out. It's hard. It's a lot different in the big leagues than it is in the minor leagues or college for sure. And some guys just, it's a combination of things. They, wrong opportunity, wrong situation, not growth. And then you kind of, you get sent down, you get cut, you get VFA'd, you get humbled, you look inwardly, you try to improve, you try to work, and so who knows? But all like I said, Ragamuffinable, good, fair point. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying he's been the guy that's been playing well, and I think that they should let him run with that for a little bit, and maybe it'll spark some of the other guys on the team, like Wyatt and Josh Young, who they could really use to get going. Texas Hobby Ben says, yeah, the Cody Bradford news, man, what a bummer. Absolutely. That was brutal. Robert Bennett says Langford needs a wake-up call. Lineup change may be in order. Jason says, if the Rangers make it to the playoffs, I'll buy some Rougiette. Nice. I like that. Very well. Good job. David says, good comeback win. Our base running won the game. We took advantage of their pitcher and catcher. Yep, no doubt. Al says, I'll buy stock if they go to the series again. I love it. Yeah, right on, Alf. Robert says, Rags, he may be hitting his peak. I'll take what he has to offer. No one else is picking up the slack. And finally, Train Guy says, Chris Martin shouldn't have gave me a heart attack, but I'll take it. I'm happy that we scored more than 4. By the way, since Bradford is under the knife, how close is Eavaldi or Gray at coming back? I think Eavaldi's, like I said, should be back either tomorrow or Friday, unless I miss something. I'm going to look here in a minute. They haven't had an update yet on. They didn't have anything new, I should say, on him before the game. But after that bullpen session, the plan was that, okay, Bruce made it clear that he wasn't going to need rehab and that he was going to be able, there's nothing new. Well, we'll find out. But to answer your question, Train Guy, I think he should be ready to go. We'll find out. Noah Day, does anyone know the record for scoring at least 4 runs? It is now 28-4, almost 27-5. But they got 28-4. They did it again. They got that number, and 28-4. And that tells you everything you need to know right there, right? Okay, really quickly. So what Jason was talking about was ESPN's top 50 trade deadline candidates. And in the top 50, 3 Rangers were on the list. Tyler Mahle, Adolis, and Chris Martin. So to answer your question, Jason, I think the preference would be for Adolis to just be somewhat consistent. I mean, I think for everybody in the lineup, I think the goal is don't have 1 or 2 good games and then a week off and then a week of bad games. And then I think the Rangers, they want to cut that gap and not have so many bad games in between for everybody, not just the Doleys. But I think their preference would be to have the Doleys be consistent because he is so good in the outfield. I mean, he is so, I mean, his glove, I mean, that's a big deal and tough to replace. Nothing against anybody else, but I mean, that's a big L there. So I think the only way that we see him gone is if they get to the end of July and they're completely out of it and they have no chance. He's in the final, if I'm not mistaken, the final year of his deal, and it would be a way to get something for him before he goes, kind of thing. But I think, again, my thought is, especially with a wild card, with the pitching that the Rangers have had, Chris Young is going to be in a position to want to get the team better, to improve the team, not dismantle it. Now, I will say this, while I think that he wants to improve, if they go on another bad run here, right? And if they start losing series again, and if they go on another extended losing streak, or maybe, if they get completely blown out by the Mariners, I said this earlier, I think, I think it's a fair point to raise was 2023, was that the real Rangers, or was that a fluke? Was that, a group of guys that just had a special season over their heads? Or, is that core, are they that good? Will they be that good? And I don't have the answer to that, but I know Chris and Bruce and the front office, behind the scenes, if the season goes off the rails, then I think at that point they need to make the decision of, okay, who do we want to keep? Who do we want to build around? Who do we want to go to war with? And who are we willing to part with to try to shake up the roster for next season? But again, to me, that's like the worst case scenario. I think more than anything, with this pitching and with the players that they have, I think they want to see this team fight and turn around and try to make a run. So anyway, big game tomorrow night. Got to win the series. Got to do that if you can before a huge weekend showdown coming up with the Mariners. All right. I know I went way over, but it was worth it. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Thank you for all of your comments and all of your input. Appreciate it very much. Hope you can join me again tomorrow night, but enjoy this win tonight. More than anything, more than the victory, it was just great to see the Rangers just fight back, and even after blowing a 4-0 lead, which that's bad. I mean, that's devastating to blow the lead and then give up the lead, to come back the way that they did. Very, very impressive, and hopefully a sign of things to come. All right, the final score tonight, the Rangers rally. They beat the Orioles in 10 innings, 6-5. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.